So, hey guys, welcome to the dressing room and the Brentford and Chelsea game. Yes, guys, away match for Chelsea. We know there are a lot of things that are going on right now. We ended up in a draw, and let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it because I think this situation needs attention. There are several questions like if we are contenders or not, if we are still in the competition or not, like we can compete with the big teams or not. Why this thing happened against Brentford, where we lacked all the like all sorts of playing quality in terms of playing quality and other stuffs. So let's get into this situation, like why this happened and what is the reason behind this. So, guys, we all know before this Brentford and Chelsea game, we kind of had an international break for the players so that they can go and play for their country for the FIFA qualifiers. So during this period, we saw a lot of injuries. Of course, there were players those who didn't face any injuries, but it was a little exhaustive for them. So uh, once these players returned, players like Joao Pedro, Willian, and there are other players like Caicedo, and there are many other players. Like I won't say specifically anything about Caicedo because his performance was good. Um, then we had Cucurella, and then we had Reece James. So in fact, Gusto was also there and Neto was also there. So uh, the situation is, uh, once these players came back from the international break, and maybe Maresca saw that, as he also he also told many things in the interview regarding Estevao Willian is ill, and there are all other things as well. So once these players came back for training to Chelsea Football Club, maybe Maresca thought that it is not the right thing play with the best team right now. So he didn't play the best team right after the international break. So he rather preferred to play the second choice of players, those who were supposed to be on bench, or he wanted to experiment with the players that has newly arrived like Bonanote. So Bonanote was good anyway for the first 10 minutes. But the actual shocker was, why did Maresca played Fofana on the right back? So the reason why Maresca played Wesley Fofana on the right back may be shocking for you guys, but mostly people think that it was just a mad experiment. That lineup was crazy. I understand from a top end perspective, from a viewer's POV, it can be like a crazy lineup, but there is a reason behind that. First of all, Reece James had a massive contribution for the England's national football team for the FIFA qualifiers. So there his involvement was massive. Again, Malo Gusto also played a couple of games for France. I think he also featured for France in the FIFA qualifiers. So because of these reasons, so that there are no extra injuries in the team, Maresca kind of kept Reece James and Gusto away from that position. He didn't include them, like he didn't include Gusto in the squad, but James was there on the bench, I guess. So uh, rather he preferred playing Fofana on that position. Okay. Now for many people, that might be a very crazy thing to do for that instance, but I think that was supposed to be done for that particular situation. So that's the reason why Maresca put Fofana in that particular position for that particular game. Maybe his preparation strategy was like that, so he played Fofana over there. And to be honest, the game of Fofana wasn't good for that Brentford match. He was not good, and I accept it. He was not good. So eventually, that whole setup experiment didn't work out as expected, but that experiment was much needed as compared to encountering more injuries. Okay, we cannot afford more injury, right? So that's the reason Maresca thought of playing the center back over there, like playing Fofana over there. He's a center back, so he preferred playing Fofana on the right back. Okay, so he kind of did that. Also, Hato was good. Hato was okay. He was playing on the left back. so that he can like kind of give some cover to Cucurella, and he's definitely the player who can actually give some cover to Cucurella, because Cucurella had a massive season last time. Like we all saw that Cucurella had a long season, so we need to rest Cucu sometime. We need to rest him. Also at the same time, Tosin and Chaloba. I won't say much about Chaloba, but Tosin, no. Uncle Tosin, you need to do something, because Tosin also was not in a good form in the Brentford game. So I have to admit that there were defensive mistakes, and I think the lineup was also made in a hurry situation. It wasn't the best lineup, of course, but maybe Maresca didn't wanted to have more injuries. That is the reason he came up with that kind of a lineup. So also we can see that he didn't prefer playing Palmer in the first place. Rather, he kept Caicedo and Fernandes in the midfield as usual, because he was pretty sure that they are not going to have any injuries. There is no problem. And to be honest, it's not always about the injuries. Our team is renowned for the midfield. We are a team that moves around the midfield most. So we had to play Moises Caicedo and Fernandes in any situation. So that was there. That was given. Also, we didn't see a very good performance from Pedro Neto. He was also okay. And I feel that Gittins is not a good player. I think when it comes to low block situation, means Gittins as a player is not bad. Gittins is a good player. That is okay. But Gittins is not suited with a low blocking team. So that's what I feel. So it was kind of a stinker from Gittins in the Brentford game, and I think that it is not the right setup for him to play against teams like Brentford, uh, because he won't get more spaces for his dribbles. We can see clearly that he was not able to create those spaces, and he's not yet Premier League proven like Garnacho is, or Neto is, or Palmer is kind of Premier League proven. So that will take time for him. Estevao Willian was ill. Of course, he had to be out of the squad. Also, Joao Pedro was not in his 100% form, and that is not what I am saying. Uh, that is quite evident from the game that was played between Chelsea and Brentford. And Maresca also admitted this, that Joao was not 100%, so he didn't prefer to start the game with Wow. So these all things are there. Uh, Apart from all these things, okay, Mark Yu didn't started as a striker. Okay, he was not there in the team as well. This is the only thing that I'm more concerned about, because see, right now, if we don't have Delap, and you are saying that Delap is gonna out for 10 to 12 weeks, so who is going to take that spot for him when he's not there? Who is the number nine? Because I think personally that if you put all the pressure on Joao Pedro, and if something happens to him, if he is out of form, I'm not talking about injuries again. God damn it, those injuries. So I think that if Joao Pedro is not in the right form, and he is not all the time playing that same position, you cannot just put Tyreek George over there. Tyreek George won't be able to play that position all the time. So you have to prefer Mark Gu on top of Tyreek George. You have to at least, I'm not saying that prefer Mark Gu, I'm not just saying that prefer Mark Gu on top of Tyreek George. Give the minutes to Mark Gu, because if you don't give the minutes to Mark Gu right now, if you would have given the minutes to Mark Gu during the Brentford game, we would have been confident that yes, this player can do something uh, behind Joao Pedro on the bench, because we have Bayern Munich coming up, and they are going to be a tough team to play. Try to understand. It's the first match of the Champions League. So what we get to know about all these situations? First of all, yes, of course, Maresca should have included Gu in the start in the at least in the bench. Okay, not even if not in the starting 11. And if Joao Pedro was not playing, of course, instead of putting Tyreek George up there, you should have started Gu. I'm telling you, you should have started Gu, because Gu has already played with this team. Tyreek George came later on. Okay, try to understand. I'm not saying George is a bad player. George is a good player, but it will take time for him to adapt. He's still not that mature as the other players. Okay, in that particular setup. But he's a brilliant player. Let me tell you that. So, what are my insights on this whole situation? First of all, I would like to tell you guys, I know there is a lot of negativity going on right now. There is nothing to worry. I'm telling you, there is nothing to worry because uh, we drew a match with Crystal Palace. That time also we were thinking that this is the situation, this is how we have started the season. But then we won two matches, and West Ham victory was a thumping victory. Apart from all those things, uh, in the Brentford game, it was a draw. Okay. Now, also, I would say that it is not the full and final conclusion. Okay. It is too early to say that we are title contenders and all those things, because again, it's all analysis. See, right there, I told you in the first video itself for the season that it is too early to predict that if there are going to be injuries, and if it is too early to make predictions for any of the games. But now we are getting a more clearer picture, since we know how many players are out there playing in the starting 11 or on the bench, and who are the players, those who are injured right now. So we need to realize a couple of things, guys. Like, uh, there are going to be injuries, there are going to be some situations where we will be helpless, and we need to understand that. I'm not saying anything negative over here. That is natural, and that can happen to a football team. uh, Man City is also having a lot of injured players right now. There are other teams as well, those who are having injury situations. So I would say that the injury is not the only thing. The problem over here is there will be times when the players are not at 100%. There will be times when all of them are not going to perform the way they are supposed to perform. Okay. But that doesn't mean that we are title contenders or we are not title contenders. The simple answer to this is we don't know right now. We don't know if we are contenders or not. We don't know. We don't have the right idea at this point of time. Once we have completed 10 to 15 games, let me make it very clear, 10 to 15 games, then only we can draw a prediction that if we are title contenders or not, how the season is going. Because till that time, we have a complete idea. After 4 to 5 games, we can make predictions that how the other matches can, how the other matches are gonna possibly be. We can make some predictions, but to know if we are title contenders or not, that is going to be a hell of, a hell of a season. We have to watch out. Okay, we have to see that at least 10 to 15 games how we are playing, and what is the form of the players throughout those 10-15 games. So overall, I would say again, there is nothing to worry. We should now focus on the game against Bayern Munich. And yes, guys, I think that it is not gonna be the same lineup we saw against Brentford. Of course not. It is not gonna be the same lineup in Bayern Munich. In Bayern Munich, we are definitely going to play our best players. We don't know if Estevao is going to be fit till that point. I mean, he's ill right now, so if he's going to recover from his illness till that point, let's see about that. But Cole Palmer can definitely play against Bayern Munich, and that's what Maresca wanted. That's why Maresca didn't start with Palmer, so that he doesn't come up with other injuries. Again, Joao Pedro, yes, I think he's just out of form right now because he had a kind of international break. Once he will he will be all right till Bayern Munich. I think he will be really all right till Bayern Munich game. So I think in Bayern Munich we can see, like, if we make a prediction, it will be Joao Pedro on top. Palmer will be behind him. Left Garnacho. Right side will be Neto. If Estevao is not playing, we can see Garnacho in the starting line. I think so. It can be Gittens as well, but I think it should be Garnacho. So uh, then we have Caicedo, and also we have Enzo in the midfield. Backline, we should have Fofana, we should have Chalova. Tosin should be on the bench, I think, because I don't know why he's out of form right now. Cucurella on the left, and James also play. So let's see what happens in the Bayern game. I think that things are gonna be all right. We just have to be patient, and I know there are certain mistakes that were there in the Brentford and Chelsea. Should learn from them. The team should learn from them. That should be the ultimate objective, because it wasn't a Like it wasn't a horrible, terrible defeat like West Ham got from us. Not that kind of a defeat that has happened, and that none of that situation that has happened is just a draw. Let's take this situation. Let's take the positives out of this situation, and let's focus on the Bayern game. Till then, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I know there are a lot of people, those who have subscribed to my channel, uh, also liked a couple of my videos. Really thanks to them for the support they are showing. And till then, I'll be coming up with more content in the future. I'll be trying to make better content. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Peace out, guys.